that's the last thing you want to mention for you. And now moving to the music side, I got this Westside Gunn jacket on right now. Westside Gunn dropped Paper Paris this last week, and the world seems to finally be taking notice. It was the talk of the social media this last weekend. Everybody seems to be loving it. And
the world?
Another one of those fans.
I don't know if it's still the world.
The music world. At least there's a large part of the music world that gave him a lot of attention. Something else I'm going to talk about later on. I started being on Twitch recently, getting on there, playing games, talking to people and things. And someone who's on there frequently is Kenny Beats. Kenny Beats, the producer who has his cave, and things, and has worked with a lot of great people. Has a great project with Rico Nasty last year. Had one with Denzel Curry, I think, earlier this year as well. He was on this morning talking about
that one was solid.
He was on Twitch this morning talking about Westside Gunn and his rise to fame. So many people in industry know him. That whole griselda group seems to be taking over right now. I've been following them for a minute, and I'm very happy to see their rise. So this seems to be one of the better projects in their catalog. Definitely great features and things across the board. And definitely a project that's going to be in rotation for a long while. So before we go into a deep dive, what did you think of it first go around?
First listen, very solid. I think the production is like a little bit crisper too. I loved like every single feature on it. I thought they were like super well placed, and everyone added more to the track, and everyone shined like in their own way. I really like that. I think it's like George Bando is the track name, but the first one that has him and Conway, on it, really like that one. But it's a really great listen, smooth listen. Not an album that really has any skips to me. I think because it flows so well. It's not an album where I would just listen to singles either. I think like it's an album where I listen to it front to back.
That's got me there.
Because it's pretty cohesive too. So, I really liked it. I've listened to it maybe 3-4 times now, and solid listen.
Thoroughly enjoy it as well. Like as I mentioned, I'm wearing this stuff today to show how much I support that whole crew. So definitely been supporting them for a minute, and to see the success they've reached now has been amazing. People are considering this one of the better projects in their catalog. I definitely agree. Definitely is a great project that they put together. Westside Gunn is a great ear, man. The beats that he picked for this project, it seems like I don't want to say they're better every project because there's a lot of beats from each project that just grab you every time. But this definitely was a great project with great beat selection, top to bottom. He found someone like Jay Versace who dropped. To me, was the best beat on the project. I ran back that Versace track 5 times after I heard it. I was like, golly, those soul type flips, those loud type beat, the stuff like that Versace Jay Versace put together are the perfect type beats that I enjoy the most. So definitely enjoyed that. To your point about the album as in its whole pause in its entirety. Going to that.
Oh my God!
Going to that.
Is that even a pause?
But anyways, it is. It's not. Whatever. I said it. But going to the Versace track, listening to that a few times. Every time I listen to that, I would end up going back and just starting the whole project through. Like after I heard the first time, I would go to the Versace track. I heard it. I'm like, okay, I got to do the whole project now. So yeah, like you said, 3, 4, 5 times it's been. I've gone through the project and definitely enjoyed that, and glad that Westside is continuing to rack up the accolades that I believe him and that whole crew deserve. The other thing I was going to say about the beats, it feels like, wow, like I said, they are kind of not the same, but slightly improving every time. They're trying to find a balance between the grit and the kind of the new and the money, as you can say.
It's still got the grittiness.
Definitely has the grit.
Still got the grittiness, but I think it was even more digestible for me too, with the addition of the features and the selection of the beats. It was a little bit more digestible for me this time, because sometimes I'm like I gotta be in a specific mood to listen to their music because of how gritty it is.
Right.
But I think this one was a little bit smoother for me.
Definitely enjoyed it. Definitely love all the features you mentioned, from Rock Marciano and Freddie Gibbs to Wale, Tyler Creator,
Tyler
on there. Yeah, everybody was on there, and then they all fit in perfectly on there as well. Someone else on there as well, Boldy James, who's actually signed to Griselda now as well. He's been on a great run. He had that project, the Price of Tea in China, I believe it's called, that dropped earlier this year that many people love. And now he has this great feature on here as well. So he's going to do great things, and I'm loving that addition to the crew. He fits in very well, and I'm looking forward to what he has next also. So definitely great things there. Definitely check out that project, Pray for Paris by Westside Gunn, out now. Definitely a great project for y'all if y'all love that underground sound. So yeah, definitely check that. Singing in that same lane, right before the album dropped this last week, Westside Gunn was on live talking to people, and I was watching as well. And he talked about how him and that crew, that sound is not, while they on a mainstream level have kind of created that type of sound, how you want to describe it, kind of own that sound in the recent years. There's a large underground community of guys that followed alongside Griselda that have that same type of wave.
Y'all not helping the numbers. When I'm going to these offices and got arguing niggas down for our culture and our sound and what we trying to do, you know what I'm saying? I go hard for everybody. I go hard for the Estenacs, the Aldevinos, the Rock Marcies, the motherfucking Ankhlejohns, the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? The Rome Streets and the Edos and Crime Apples. You know how fucking hard I go.
From the Aldevinos to the Rome Streets and things of that nature, and other artists of that nature. And it's also someone who I'm very fond of as well, that I mentioned a few times, named Ankhlejohn, who sadly was not on this project, though Westside Gunn knows of him, and I think they'd be a great tandem. Ankhlejohn, though, did follow up this week with his, I think he was calling his debut. He's had a few projects that he dropped, but this is his first full-length project, the face of Jason. Okay. So definitely enjoyed that. It dropped this morning. A great project, start to finish. He continues with that gritty sound. He is someone with this project, I think he has found, I call it like controlled aggression. Like he has a very distinct, like he has that very distinct grittiness, kind of like Griselda does. But there are times others, they kind of get reckless with it, and they damn near screaming at you on tracks and going wild on you on track. But with him, he has that same energy, but he has his bars are so clean as well. That's like he's found that perfect mesh of the aggression and the wordplay, as you put it. So I thoroughly enjoyed this new project that he just dropped. Jason, definitely gonna spin a few more times. He just dropped this morning, so I haven't had a full chance to get a full deep dive of it. But from what I've heard first go around, definitely some great things there. And check it out for yourself. I think you're gonna enjoy it.
Okay. I'm looking forward to checking it out. And is it on Apple Music?
It's everywhere. It's up for streaming now. He takes a lot of his projects off and puts it just on Bandcamp and things. But this one's available for the world to consume and as they should, because it's a great debut that he's put out for us. So I put you on to that little surprise EP he dropped earlier this year with Mahamudra that you and Matt seem to enjoy, and this follows up with it very well for his first full length. So check out Ankhlejohn, The Face of Jason, out now. Definitely a great project.